Going to be a great time at Discovery Green tonight. As I was just saying, hurricane season is underway, and we are ready. We are ready. We just got kind of brushed here in Houston with Tropical Storm Cindy, but as we prepare for the crazy weather with what is supposed to be an above-average hurricane season, when it comes to, really want to be prepared when it comes to the safety of our pets. Sometimes our furry family members are the forgotten ones.
Yeah, for sure. And here with disaster preparedness and response tips, please welcome Brian Latham and Lisa Tynan once again with the Houston Spca. So guys, we saw this just a little more than a year ago. The disaster response was to the really bad flooding that happened here.
Absolutely, and you're wearing gear that our response teams were wearing. You saw some photos of us in boats. We're the go-to organization for animal welfare and disaster response. It's our mission to go ahead and get those animals out of danger.
But you're also working hand in hand with pet owners because, I mean, obviously you guys do a lot of the heavy lifting during a disaster, but part of the preparedness is getting pet owners prepared in the first place, right?
Absolutely, yes. And Lisa can talk about that.
Yes, so we set up a beautiful display here so that people can kind of think about ahead of time. If you have to evacuate, the last thing you want to do is try and remember everything for you, for your kids, and also for your pet. So we always advise to put something together ahead of time. Put together an emergency go bag. And some things you want to be sure to include are food, of course. They always recommend 2 weeks food just in case you get stuck somewhere.
2 weeks of food?
2 weeks.
Wow.
Now, obviously, if you have a very large dog, it's a very large bag of food, but you want to just prepare ahead of time so you can store that somewhere. You want to have clean water. You're not sure when you're going to get clean water next. A lot of people got stuck on the highways trying to evacuate with the hurricanes.
Well, you see it like with Ike. When that came in, there were some issues. Tropical Storm Allison years ago, which flooded here. I was in Katrina, and it was heartbreaking. As a meteorologist, is one of the things that you just don't think about it. But you have to also think about like the shelters where you can take your pet. That many of the shelters now will accept pets.
That's true. It used to be that you couldn't bring your pets with you if you were staying in an emergency shelter. A lot of them are now allowing it, but we always do recommend just preparing for the worst that they might not. Contact a boarding facility that's out of the path of the storm. Friends, family that can maybe take your pets in for you while you're displaced. Pet-friendly hotels and motels on your evacuation route. That way you know for sure there's someplace safe you can go that will definitely accept your pets.
What about residents, Brian, who I know Houston Spca, you guys have been on the front lines in some of these big disasters to help save some of these pets. What are some of the most common mistakes people make? I mean, because I think a lot of people would say, hey, the floodwaters are coming up. Fido, we're going to leave a big bowl of water and food and just hope for the best.
Exactly, and that's the first thing. If you have to evacuate, then it's dangerous for you, then it's certainly dangerous and an issue for your pet.
So don't leave your pet.
Exactly. The first rule of thumb, if you have to evacuate, make sure you take your pets.
Sometimes I think folks forget the severity of the heat. That you also need to remember, make sure you're taking care of your pet, leaving out the extra water, and just basic things that you can do daily as we're in the summer season.
Yes, absolutely. Right now, we're starting to get up into those mid-90 temperatures. The Houston Spca always recommends keeping your pets inside, but in the event that you have to leave your pets out, obviously not with an impending storm, you want to make sure they have fresh water, they have access to shade, that their food is not being eaten by raccoons and things that might come in and sneak. And if you're going to take your dogs for walks, do it in the cool parts of the day when the sun isn't up yet. Make sure you keep them on.
And it's also, I'm assuming, critical to make sure that your pet is either microchipped or has the collar and has all the shot records up to date as well.
Yes, and especially in disaster preparedness, you want to make sure they have a collar with an up-to-date ID. Go online, update your microchip information on their website so you can do that all yourself. And print out your vet records and put them in a waterproof bag so that if there's any water damage, you at least have proof that your pets have been vaccinated.
Oh, that's a great idea. Brian, what about those of us who have pets that are not just dogs and cats, but maybe some larger animals like livestock, horses? How should those people prepare?
Have a preparation plan for that. Obviously they are the most difficult to plan, to deal with in a disaster. Make sure you know where higher ground is, where you can take them, move them, where they're going to be safe. Areas that flood typically are those kinds of places that you need to make sure you have an alternative to.
Well, and the plan too, we just saw some still photos from Hurricanes Ike and Allison. I mean, a lot of people don't want to be learning this lesson when it's a little too late, right? So I think
fortunately, a lot of folks do learn the lesson when it's too late.
Yeah, but just having a plan similar to your own family emergency plan is critical. Also, the Go Kit. Once the Go Kit and everything is ready to go, what about an the eventual evacuation? Like, do people just drive to higher ground?
That's pretty much what people do. One thing you can do to prepare for your pet, you're probably going to be stuck in a car for a long time. Like we said before, people were stuck for up to 2 days on the highways trying to get out of town. So it's really useful to have your pets already crate trained. it's easier just to be able to put them in their little crate, put the crate in the car along with their go bag, and then obviously if you can stop, take them out for bathroom breaks. Make sure they're hydrated. Make sure your family is hydrated. If you're going to be driving with some of these big storms, you really have to go a long distance to get out of harm's way.
Brian and Lisa, thank you so much. Also, some of these Go kits are being given away if you adopt an animal at the Houston SPCA. So to learn more on how you can prepare for a disaster, just visit HoustonSPCA.org. Thank you guys so much. Very important topic.
It is so critical. Be prepared. Now,